Hello and welcome. Today, we're going to dive into one of modern medicine's greatest success stories, the antiretroviral treatment for HIV. We'll break down exactly how these incredible medications stop such a relentless virus right in its tracks.
Welcome to MediByte, we're your source for clear, reliable health information. So let's get right into it. So let's just start with a really big question. How do you even begin to fight a virus that literally writes itself into your own DNA? Think about that for a second. This isn't just some tough challenge. It's the central problem that makes HIV, which is a type of virus called a retrovirus, so incredibly hard to beat. But, and this is the amazing part, science found a way. All right, so here's our game plan. First, we'll look at the mission, the main goals of treatment. Then, we'll open up the virus's playbook to see how it works. After that, we'll get to the intervention, how the drugs fight back. We'll also cover the keys to making treatment successful. And finally, we'll talk about the ultimate goal, getting to an undetectable virus. Okay, let's kick things off with the mission. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of how these drugs work, we really need to understand what antiretroviral therapy, or ART for short, is actually trying to accomplish. So, first up, a quick refresher. HIV, the human immunodeficiency virus, is a retrovirus. Now, its main target is a very specific type of white blood cell, the CD4 plus lymphocyte. You can think of these cells as the generals of your immune system's army. By taking them out, HIV just systematically dismantles your body's ability to defend itself. And that leads us to the two big goals of treatment. It's actually pretty straightforward. Goal number one, knock the virus way down. We want to reduce the amount of HIV in the blood, that's called the viral load, to a level that's so low it's considered undetectable. And goal number two, by doing that, you give the immune system a chance to rebuild, letting the number of those crucial CD4 plus cells get back up to a healthy, normal level. To really get how the drugs win this fight, you first have to understand the enemy's strategy. So let's open up the virus's playbook and see exactly how HIV goes on the attack inside the body. Really, the simplest way to picture it is this. HIV is a hijacker. It doesn't have its own equipment to make copies of itself, so it just takes over our cells and forces them to become little virus-making factories. Now, this is where it gets really interesting, because this is how that hijacking actually happens. It all starts when the virus latches onto a CD4 plus cell and gets inside. Then comes the key move. It uses this special enzyme called reverse transcriptase to turn its own genetic code, which is RNA, into DNA. That's the signature trick of a retrovirus. From there, that new viral DNA gets woven right into the host cell's own DNA. And once it's in there, that's it. The cell is permanently infected. It's been tricked into churning out all the parts for new viruses, which then get put together, released, and go off to infect even more cells. So, now that we've seen the virus's game plan, we can talk about our defense. And this is where the intervention comes in. These antiretroviral drugs are specifically designed to throw a wrench in the works at very precise moments. And this just lays out the strategy perfectly. Each class of medication is like a specialist on a defensive team. You've got your entry inhibitors, they're the bouncers at the door, right? They block HIV from even getting inside the cell. Then you've got the reverse transcriptase inhibitors. They go after that signature move, stopping the viral RNA from ever becoming DNA. Next up, integrase inhibitors. They stop the viral DNA from being stitched into our cell's command center. And finally, you have the protease inhibitors. They work at the very end of the line, making sure any new viruses that get made are basically duds. They're defective and can't go on to infect any other cells. Okay, so knowing how the drugs work is one thing, but making the treatment actually succeed in the real world, well, that involves more than just the science. So let's look at the keys to success and the practical side of all this. You might be wondering, why not just use one of these drugs? Well, the reason is that HIV is incredibly sneaky and mutates really, really fast. If you only hit it with one drug, the virus will almost always figure out a way around it and develop resistance. But when you use a combination of drugs that attack the virus at different points, that's called combination antiretroviral therapy, or CART, you hit it way harder. It's not just more powerful at knocking down the viral load, it's the absolute key to stopping drug resistance in its tracks. And this brings us to maybe the single most important part of successful treatment: consistency. This quote really says it all. These medications only work if you take them exactly as you're supposed to.
Every time you miss a dose, you're giving the virus a little window of opportunity to start making copies of itself again. And it's during that replication that it can mutate and develop resistance, which can make the whole treatment less effective.
Of course, it's important to have a balanced view. Like any powerful medication, these drugs can have side effects. And they can range from things like changes in fat metabolism to rashes or effects on bone density. The good news, though, is that doctors are all over this. They monitor for these things with regular checkups and blood tests, and they can tweak the medication combo to find a regimen that works for pretty much everyone with minimal side effects. So when you put all these pieces together, the right cocktail of drugs taken with perfect consistency, what does success actually look like? Well, the ultimate goal is to achieve an undetectable virus. One of the best ways to measure success is by looking at the CD4 count. Without treatment, that count can drop below 200, which leaves the immune system in a really dangerous spot. But as you can see here, the goal of ART is to let that immune system bounce back, bringing the CD4 count all the way back up into the normal, healthy range of 500 or more. And the other side of that coin is the viral load. The target here is to get the number of HIV copies in the blood down to a tiny number, usually less than 40 copies per milliliter. When you get to that point, the virus is officially considered undetectable. This is the bullseye we're aiming for. Okay, and this right here, this is one of the most incredible, life-changing truths in all of modern medicine. Seriously. Because getting to an undetectable viral load isn't just about your own health, as amazing as that is. It's a full-blown public health revolution. We're talking decades of rock-solid research have proven, beyond any shadow of a doubt, that when a person's viral load is undetectable, they absolutely cannot sexually transmit the virus to a partner. This isn't a theory, it's a fact. It's summed up in that powerful message: undetectable equals untransmittable. You equals you. And you can't overstate how much this has changed everything. So what's the big takeaway here? It's that successful ART has completely transformed what it means to live with HIV. What used to be a complex routine of pills multiple times a day has, for many people, become a single tablet once a day. It's turned what was once almost certainly a fatal diagnosis into a manageable, chronic condition, allowing people to live long, healthy, and completely full lives. This story of HIV treatment really is a modern medical triumph, one that was born from scientific genius and just incredible community advocacy. It really makes you think, though. What can this whole journey teach us about how we tackle the big health challenges of the future? And that's all for today's Explainer. If you found this helpful, please go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to MediByte for more health explainers just like this one. Thanks so much for watching.